How do you lean into hope? Let's talk about it. So one of my favorite authors is Brené Brown, and she teaches about joy, which is a very similar experience to hope. And she talks about how joy is one of the most vulnerable emotions, and that we have two different types of responses to joy. Number one is we try to avoid it altogether. We say things like, don't get your hopes up. So we just try to get out of it. We try to maybe create a neutral ground for everything so that we don't have to fear not getting what we want. The other is what's called foreboding joy. And that's what Brené Brown calls it. And that's where anytime something great happens, we freeze up and go, oh, what's going to happen? Maybe we have a beautiful moment of connecting with our child. And then we think, oh, is something going to happen to them? And that keeps us from that vulnerability, from having that fullness of hope and joy. And so how do we lean into it? Well, exactly that. Instead of waiting to see if something's going to go wrong, or instead of saying I have to avoid it out of fear, just recognize that everything is a moment. Every emotion is a moment. And so just allow each moment, allow the moments of sadness too. A great thing to say about emotions is I'm feeling a wave of blank, because then the brain understands it comes and it goes, and we accept that. We can do that with negative emotions. We also do that with positive. Feeling a wave of hope right now, feeling a wave of joy. And that can elicit gratitude in us. So instead of having the fear of, uh-oh, or I better avoid it, what's going to happen next? It's just, oh, this is a wave. How beautiful that is that I'm feeling this wave. So going into space of gratitude and leaning into it, being all the way in it, knowing that, yeah, it might be fleeting, but so is everything. Nothing is permanent. We can just lean into it and enjoy it while it's there. And we don't have to have a fear of how long it's going to be there, when it's going to go, whether or not we're going to get it. Just be present. So let me know how that goes. And I hope that you have greater levels of hope and joy. And if you haven't already, check out Brené Brown's book, Daring Greatly, because it is a fantastic way of going through how we can open ourselves up to higher levels of connection and hope and joy.